Hello everyone, Para here from the Paradox Brothers YouTube channel. I'm going to give you another Strike Ninja deck profile really quickly. So this is going to be, obviously it's going to have some similarities to the previous one, however there are some significant differences, so let's just get right into it. So I'm going to be playing 3 Strike Ninja, 3 DD Scout Plane, 3 Mystic Tomato. The mini cards you can bring out with this card, not just DD Scout Plane, but so a main focus of this deck is going to be discarding Darks into the graveyard, obviously to get Strike Ninja's effect off, so you can get a lot of benefit out of cards like Return from a Different Dimension and things like that. So we want good monsters to discard, such as Jinzo, Dark Magician of Chaos. These two are very good, especially if you're looking to take game in a single turn, to turn off traps and to bring back power spells, whether it be Heavy Storm or Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity to continue your combos or whatever it may be. Also, play some other good darks like Break of the Magical Order, Cyberjar, Sangan. This card plays a big importance in this deck, outside of just spamming the field, and I'll explain that a little later. Mind on Air, if you're not familiar with this card, as long as this card is on the field, your opponent has to play with their hand revealed. So it's very useful when we get to the trap cards here. Try Infecting Virus and Exiled Force. That's it for the monsters. So for the main part about why this deck is so different than the last profile, so I play 2 Mind Crush and 1 Trap Dustshoot. So most of you are familiar with Trap Dustshoot. For those of you who are not familiar with Mind Crush, it is a card that you declare one card name, and your opponent discards all copies of that card name from their hand if they have it. If they don't have it in their hand, then you have to randomly discard one card from your hand to the grave. So there are multiple facets to this card. Obviously in GOAT format, it's a format that's been around for a very long time, so in general a lot of people are really familiar with the decks, especially the popular ones. In addition, there are many cards that search cards to put them in your hand. There are many ways to put cards back into someone's hand or on top of their deck, like Compulsory or Phoenix Wing Windblast. So there are many ways to have a really good understanding of your opponent's hand and what's in it exactly. Not to mention, if you're very familiar with your opponent or their deck, there's based on their behavior, you can almost determine what they're playing sometimes. If someone brings something back from the grave, like Magician of Faith, Mask of Darkness, you can break combos, stop combos. It's a really underrated card in my opinion. Not to mention when you combine with cards like this and Mind on Air that give you hand knowledge, and also Cyberjar, which gives you a pretty good understanding of what's in their hand as well. So Compulsory and Return from a Different Dimension. Obviously, you want to bring back your monsters that you remove from play with Strike Ninja's effect. Torrential, Call the Haunted, Ring of Destruction, and Mirror Force. That's it for the traps. Moving on to the spell cards. Play the Trinity, so the obvious cards. Premature Burial, Snatch Steal, Heavy Storm, and I play 2 Mind Control in this deck because you don't want to run into Gravekeeper Spy or cards that they keep setting face down that disrupt your combo plays, especially if you're trying to take the game in one turn. This card can be super useful just to take it, suck it up, and attack for game because they have no defense. It's a really good card. You don't have to be able to tribute it or really attack with it. Also, obviously, you can use their flip effects to your advantage, to their disadvantage. Also, a very underrated card. So, Mystical Space Typhoon, Reinforcements to the Army. I only play 1 because I'm really only playing it for Strike Ninja. And then 2 Nobleman of Crossout, because you don't want to deal with face down monsters in this deck. So that's it for this deck profile. If you like, please like and subscribe. And yeah, look forward to more deck profile videos. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.